All right, guys. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening, teacher.
All right, can you see my screen, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, wonderful. So in that case, I think that we are more than ready to start. So again, welcome, guys. Today it's finally Friday, right? The body knows it, I know. But here we go, guys. Hold on, just give me a minute. I just got the message. I think it is from Andres. He's joining later. Okay. All right. So again, welcome guys. Today's October 20th, right? We are very close to being November, believe it or not. So this is impressive. Time flies. We'll continue with this unit, guys. Unit 4. In this unit, I will ask you to write an invitation letter, right? We will practice a little bit on how to do this. I have some examples about that. Honestly, one, it's a little bit more demanding than the other one, but I know that you can do it. And then it will be your turn to write or create your own invitation letter. And in this case, you will invite your classmates, right, to an important event at work, right? If there is no any specific event at work, I mean a real event, no worries. Actually, you can like create one, right? Make it up, invent it, in other words. But the intention is that you try to use like a kind of vocabulary that it can be very useful to invite others to an event. For that purpose, we had this agenda, right? I'm gonna be checking the attendance, and then we're gonna study the example about invitation letter. This is something that we can find in your material. Then we're going to talk about some wonderful places in our country. In this unit, we've been talking a lot about like some tourist places, right? How to describe those tourist places. Today will be your turn to do that, right? And your opportunity to describe a tourist place, but I will explain to you like the specific things that I'm looking for, right? For you to describe. And then we have the wrap up. I'm gonna start with the attendance, right? Remember, say present or I'm here when you hear your name. Turn your camera on, right, during the attendance process. That's just to double check that you're actually there. After that, if you feel more comfortable with the camera off, that's okay. It's understandable. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, and how was yesterday's class, guys? I'm sorry, yesterday I had a problem with my internet, but how was yesterday's class? I noticed that you were practicing a lot the comparatives. That was good. Okay, just give me a minute. It's loaded. Okay, here we go. Let's see, Diana Carolina Martinez. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher present.
All right, thank you, Diana. Okay, now we have, sorry, Hazel Carolina, buen día. Good evening.
Good evening, present.
All right, thank you. Carlos Ernesto Elias.
I'm here, teacher.
All right, thank you, Ernesto. Eva Maria Anaya. No, she's not here yet. Raquel Josefina Mejia. Good evening.
Present, teacher.
All right, thank you, Raquel. Diana Sarai Lue, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. Present.
Thank you, Diana. Andres Giovanni Contreras, well, he's joining late, right? Just sent a message. Carlos Fernando Sumaeta. No, he's not here yet. Julio Cesar Merino, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. Present.
All right, thank you, Julio. Francisco Lara. Okay, it's not here. Darien Stephanie Perez, good evening. No, she's not here yet. Laura Carolina Cortez. It's not here either. Ernesto Cesar Figueroa. No está here. Okay, Pedro Perez Martinez. Okay, it's not here yet. Paola González Lopez, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. I'm here.
All right, thank you, Paola. Hector Ernesto Acosta, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
All right, thank you, Hector. Frecia Noemí Alvarado, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
All right, thank you, Frecia. Jason Ben Picado. No, it's not yet. And finally, we have Kevin Vasquez. No. Okay, that's okay. All right, guys, so thank you very much. I'm sharing my screen again. All right, so we're gonna work on this part on an invitation letter, right? So you're gonna create an invitation letter. And what I need you to do, that's why I told you, it's not just writing the letter, you will include 3 comprehension questions about it, right? I will show you an example on what I mean with a comprehension question here. But it's this is just for you to practice pretty much if the idea that is delivered or that is shared by your classmates is understood. And if not, right, we can modify that information in other ways for people to understand it. Okay. But more than an invitation letter, maybe it's going to be like in a digital version. But okay. These are some questions that I have here. Actually, I have the audio there. But it says, listen carefully to the following recording. Answer the comprehension questions given. If you notice, we have 5 comprehension questions. Okay, just to make sure that we're on the same page. Can you read the first question, Diana Saray, please? Just read it, just question number 1.
Okay. How often does the training take place?
Take place, that's correct. Perfect, thank you very much. So that is a question, how often, right? Remember that how often is the frequency, right? Is that every month? Is that every week, etc.? I need you to pay attention to that piece of information. Question number 2. Can you read that question, Frecia Noemi, please? Only read. Okay, maybe first is not there. Okay, Darian, can you help me reading question number 2, please?
Teacher,
Mhm.
I'm Darian, present.
All right, thank you, Darian. Okay, I will check the attendance again. I will add your name, don't worry. Can you help me reading this question, please? Only read this question, please. Darian. Okay, I think that she didn't hear me. Okay, that's okay. In that case, let's pick. Okay, Hazel, can you help me reading question number 2, please?
2 or 3?
Number 2, please. Thank you.
Okay. When is the training taking place?
When is training? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Raquel, can you help me reading question number 3, please?
Me, teacher.
Yes, please.
Number 3.
Mhm.
Who is conducting the workshops?
Okay, who is conducting, right? The workshops. Okay, thank you very much. Question number 4, can you help me reading this question, Hector?
What number, teacher? 3,
No, actually number 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the topic for the training held this year?
All right, thank you. So that's the next question that I need you to pay attention to. And finally, can you read the last question, Paola, please?
5 questions.
Yes, only the last one, only number 5.
What is the request made at the end of the letter?
The end of the letter, that's correct, thank you. So what is the request, right? So that's what we're gonna pay attention to. Now, before I play the audio, because I decided to change it a little bit to an audio. Do you have any question about this vocabulary? Maybe something that is not clear, and you would like me to explain it to you? You know, is there any word that is new for you? Okay. It seems that everything is clear. Okay. If that is the case, it's great. I will play the audio, guys. Just give me a minute. And then we will answer these questions together. Here we go. Okay, let me know if you can actually listen to the audio.
Dear colleagues, Center Marcella cordially invites you to the annual
Can you listen that information is?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So in that case, I will play it again. Here we go.
Yo puse un.
Dear colleagues, Center Marcella cordially invites you to the annual Accountants Training Workshop to be held on April 4th, 2018. The event will take place at the Grand Hotel. The theme for this year's workshop is Conflict Resolution. A professional speaker will be conducting all the workshops. Full participation is appreciated. The program will run from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. breakfast, and lunch will be provided. Please confirm your attendance to petersalas@gmail.com by March 15th, 2018. Yours, Pete Salas, Center Marcella.
All right, so that was the audio. Okay, I know it was a lot of information, but did you get any piece of answer for these questions? Or you need to listen again? One more time. Okay, that's okay. So I'm gonna play one more time, guys. Now I'm gonna give you a clue. This is what we call also listening comprehension. If you notice, the questions are very specific. It says how often, when, who, and what. It's important that we just pay attention to that piece of information. If the question is when, we are talking about time. So it's important that we take or we pay specific attention to the information when they refer to time. Write it down, whatever you understand, write down that information. Who, it refers to a person, right? Or institution. How often, it means frequency, right? So those type of things are gonna help you out. So here we go, I'm gonna play it again.
Dear colleagues, Center Marcella cordially invites you to the annual Accountants Training Workshop to be held on April 4th, 2018. The event will take place at the Grand Hotel. The theme for this year's workshop is Conflict Resolution. A professional speaker will be conducting all the workshops. Full participation is appreciated. The program will run from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. breakfast, and lunch will be provided. Please confirm your attendance to petersalas@gmail.com by March 15th, 2018. Yours, Pete Salas, Center Marcella.
All right, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna start probably with this one. This was probably easier. When is the training taking place, guys? Do you remember what she said?
I have some answer, teacher, but not sure. The
Okay,
the last two, I don't know. I got a little bit.
okay. So like, which ones do you have, or which answers do you have?
The first three
Okay. What answer do you have for the first one?
is the training is annual.
And, okay. All right. And when?
The training taking place is, when is time? Is April 4th in the Grand Hotel.
Grand Hotel, okay. All right, perfect, thank you.
Who's conducting the workshop is
Oh, sorry, here.
I got it. It's a professional speaker.
Mhm. All right.
And the topic is conflict resolution.
Conflict resolution, like this, right?
Yeah, and the fire I don't have it the last.
Okay. Actually, it should be here. Okay. All right, what about the rest, guys? Do you have the same answer or you have something different? Nobody else? Okay. All right, I think that I will take a screenshot about this. So we have some kind of evidence on what we discussed. Okay, I will actually show you. I was planning for you to discuss this in the breakout rooms, but since it seems that not all of you like got the answers about it, that's okay. What I would do in that case is the following. Actually, these questions are related to a reading. This is the reading. As you might remember, I normally have the reading and then we discuss the questions, etc. But I prefer to do it differently, you know, like for you to have actually a listening activity. for you to listen to that information. So, this is information. I will play the audio again just for you to compare it.
Dear colleagues, Center Marcella cordially invites you to the annual Accountants Training Workshop to be held on April 4th, 2018. The event will take place at the Grand Hotel. The theme for this year's workshop is Conflict Resolution. A professional speaker will be conducting all the workshops. Full participation is appreciated. The program will run from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. breakfast and lunch will be provided. Please confirm your attendance to petersalas@gmail.com by March 15th, 2018. Yours, Pete Salas, Center Marcella.
All right. So this was the pretty much the information that you listened. Of course, right? She was just like describing it and somehow in a natural way. But if you notice, it was pretty much the same. So once again, the questions that we had, it's when it was held, right? And we have here, right? April 4th, right? It was like a few years ago, actually. And as Hector said, we say here annual. Annual, right? What's the meaning of this word, guys? Annual. Any idea? What's the meaning of annual?
Cada año o
Mhm.
anual.
That's right, right? So every year, that's correct. So that's what it means, every year. And where? Well, actually, as we discussed previously, Grand Hotel. He said, she said actually here, the theme, right? Or the topic, right? This training is conflict resolution. Who's conducting? Yes, a professional speaker. What was the other question? Let me double check because I don't remember. Okay, how often, when, who's conducting, what's the topic? Oh, what is the request? Okay, what is the request? In this case,
Confirm your attendance.
Confirm your attendance to what? Where should we confirm the attendance? That's correct, but where?
To the email address.
To an email address, right? Exactly, right? How do you say, guys? How do you say in English? Fecha límite. Any idea?
Until.
Okay, yeah, it could be like until
Deadline.
deadline. That's right. So in that case, we say deadline. So what is the deadline in this case? For you to confirm.
March 15.
Mhm. March 15th, right? That's correct. That's the deadline, right? And okay, how do you read it? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna pick somebody. We're gonna take advantage of different things here. Okay, let's say, for instance, Ernesto, how do you read this email address? How do you read it? All right, maybe he's not here. Okay, what about Laura? Good evening. How can we read this email? What is the correct way to read it? Imagine that you're telling me this email address.
Peter Salas that at that com.
Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go one by one. Okay, I'm gonna start with Laura and then you, Julio. Okay, just give me a minute.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Laura, you go first. Mhm.
That email?
Peter Salas, and then,
No.
okay, how do you read? Okay, maybe I'm gonna give you a close up here. Okay, how do you read this symbol? I think probably
I
we
don't
studied this.
remember this arroba.
Okay, you don't remember that. Okay, no, okay, don't worry. How do you say arroba in English, guys?
At
Okay, so Peter Salas at gmail.com.
Gmail, are you sure? Look at here. Do you actually see a
J.
G? At J.
Gmail.com.
.com. Perfect. Great. That's correct. Yes, this is something that happens a lot, guys. For us, it's more common to know email addresses that are like Gmail, Hotmail, Outlook, etc. But there are some other email addresses that are very unusual, right? And this happens, right? Okay, but great job, great job. Okay. Now, do you have any question about this example, guys? Something that is new for you? New vocabulary or anything? No? Okay. I do have some questions for you. My first question is, what is this workshop?
Taller.
Right, it's a workshop. It's a workshop similar to a training. Is that the same or is different?
It's different because training is como entrenamiento. En workshop es como un taller que puede ser de cualquier cosa, pero es un trabajo como grupal. Workshop, como trabajo grupal.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Maybe like
But training is
mhm,
working group.
yeah, that's true, right? It might depend on the like what you're focusing on, right? But mostly workshops, it means that you have like an active participation, right? As Hector mentioned, yes, this could be in groups. Sometimes it might require for you to work individually. On a training, it's just somebody like delivering information, you're taking notes, but it's not focusing on application. On the workshop, it is, right? That's why it's um like it's I will say that it's you have an active participation in workshops. Okay, so if you don't have any question, just take a look at here, right? We have this. How do you say saludo in English, guys? We studied this before. How do you say that?
estimados colegas, their colleagues.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what it means in Spanish, but how do you say in English saludo? How do you say that? Any idea?
Greetings.
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 Greeting. That's
Greetings.
right. Exactly. So greetings is like the general word that we use. That's the example that we have here, right? Dear colleagues, hello colleagues, wishing you the best, etc. Then we have the information, right? It's important that we include when it takes place, right? People, they won't figure it out. You need to say when it takes place. The topic, right, as we have here, is important that we include the topic. We include where, right? Where it will take place. And also the way that people can confirm, right? Attendance, right? Remember, attendance. Asistencia, right? Attendance. We don't say assistance. Assistance is different, remember, right? And then some other details, right, that we want to include. Why am I saying this? Because you're going to do something similar. So it's important that we are on the same page and we have this clear, okay? So you're going to have your own, you're going to create your own invitation, right? Similar to this one. If you want to take a screenshot, feel free to do it, because then you're going to do it together, right? But before I continue, any question at this point? Any other question? Nope. Okay. So it's clear about the invitation. Now, remember to include, I said 3, but because of time, I will include just 2 comprehension questions. That's important. You will create those comprehension questions. So you will ask somebody, right? You will say, okay, when will this training take place? When? Another one is where it will be held.
Teacher,
Mhm.
it's a full letter.
It's, sorry?
A full letter.
Not like a full letter. If you notice here, it's somehow like a complete letter, but it's very short, I will say. You go straight to the point, right?
Okay.
And that's a good question. Actually, I have another example here. Just give me a minute. This is a little bit more sophisticated. If you see here, it includes more details. So this one, oh, I'm sorry, let me somehow clear the screen. Okay, that's better. This one is more sophisticated and it has more details over here, right? That's why it looks
Teacher,
longer.
what is the meaning binual? Como 2 veces en el año.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Good question. That's what it means, twice, right? Yep. So this is another example that I have for you. But if you notice, this is more complex or more sophisticated. That's why I will say something like this, shorter, but complete. Okay. Any question at this point? Any doubt? Nope. Okay. We will do this in groups. Maybe it will be better for you to discuss with your partners. I will give you 5 minutes maximum. Remember, I need the invitation and also 2 comprehension questions. You will choose somebody and you will ask that question. This is just for us to find out if you're actually paying attention, right? Okay, here we go. All right, I'm opening the breakout rooms. Remember, 5 minutes, but please make sure that you work together, right? Work together, that's important. If you have any question, I will be joining the breakout rooms to clarify any doubts, okay? So 5 minutes running now. All right, I see here that we have some groups almost complete. I'm just missing to join the breakout rooms. I'm just missing, okay. Maybe I will make a last minute change. Okay, I'm just missing to join the breakout room. Okay, I'm just missing Raquel and Hazel. The rest, they are already in a breakout room. Okay. Okay, I would check the breakout rooms just to make sure that we're on the same page. Okay, here we go.
Oli.
Hello.
¿Qué vamos a hacer?
Una invitación que hay que hacer.
Una invitación.
Ajá, es como la que él estaba diciendo, la que acabamos de hacer.
Ok.
Ujú. Quiero ver. Vamos a ver. Segundo. Quiero ver.
¿De qué va a ser nuestra invitación para alguna fiesta en específico?
Sí, de una fiesta está bien, puede ser esa.
¿De Halloween?
Sí, está bien.
All right.
Okay. The first is yes.
No, don't worry. I'm sorry. Continue, don't worry. Mhm.
Okay. Okay, Fresia. I think it's dear friends. Hello, Fresia.
Hi.
Okay. You write the invitation?
In the Halloween?
Yes, but please you write the invitation.
Invitation. Friends?
Okay. Okay. Okay, one moment, please.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. This okay, dear friends, yes, center column or you write the invitation, please.
Invitation.
It's the Halloween, okay?
Okay, ajá.
Okay, entonces, dear friends, de Residencial Bella Granada,
Okay.
cordial invites.
Ujú. Monday.
No, the first is, okay. Residencial Bella Granada, cordial invite you to the Halloween party.
Ujú.
October 21.
Mhm. 8 o'clock.
Okay, 3 o'clock. I don't know. The other is okay. The program is a dinner, and then
Concurso de disfraz.
yes.
En inglés no es concurso.
Okay. Constant.
Ujú.
Es constant context. ¿Así está bien o quiere ponerle más?
Yo creería que solo eso, no sé si
Pues entonces, ajá.
usted lo
Use,
escribe.
no, porque yo estoy de mi teléfono.
Bueno, pero si nos pregunta más o menos tenemos una idea de qué vamos a decir.
Ujú.
Ok.
Y que invita Fresia and Hazel.
Ok.
Ujú. Eso sería. No sé si, yo creo que tenemos chance para que lo pueda escribir usted, si quiere.
Estoy desde la tablet, pero voy a hacer el intento. Ahorita voy a ver. Party Halloween sería, ¿verdad? No, invitation.
Sí. Invite de Halloween party.
Halloween party. Halloween. Ujú.
De ahí, de
Ahorita.
que Residencial Bella Granada, o no sé, la colonia en la que tú vivas, puede ser. Le dice,
Ahorita.
cordially invites you.
Ok, sería luego me dijo,
¿Por dónde va?
vaya, en la dirección.
Ok.
¿Qué es eso? Ah, vaya, gracias. Halloween party.
Halloween party. Luego es cordiali, es cordiali, se escribe.
Cordially.
Cordial, invites es invitas, así se escribe, invitas.
Ajá.
YouTube
Um,
de Halloween Party.
the Halloween
Halloween
party.
Party. Ujú,
Ujú.
ajá. Y luego pones la fecha que es octubre
Ok,
perdón, es ON, ¿verdad? Octubre
octubre
31.
31.
Ujú, y ya luego pones tú la fecha.
Ok, octubre 31. Ok. El lugar, ¿cómo se dice?
Ponerle, a ver,
Solo,
ponerle club tecleño, ponerle.
vaya,
Como, ajá, ajá.
look tecleño.
Club tecleño, ajá, ajá. Ajá. Y your friends, ponerle ahí, como que se despiden. Your friends, ajá,
Ok.
your friends.
Your friends,
Fresia and Hazel.
Brescia and Hazel. Vaya, ahorita. Ay, creo que lo envió.
All right. Okay. I think that everyone is here. All right. Okay. Thank you. So I was working with some of you guys, with some of your groups, and you have really good ideas, really good ideas. But it's time to check. And remember, those questions, the comprehension questions, is to or the purpose, right, is to find out, right, or somehow like discover if your classmates, they are actually paying attention to what your classmates are describing, right? So it's important that you pay attention because there are some questions that will come up and you need to be ready for that. Okay, do we have any volunteer, any group that wants to be the first one? Or nobody wants to start? Any volunteer?
Me,
Nobody,
teacher.
okay. Oh, okay, perfect, wonderful.
Is necessary to share
Share the screen?
the screen or no?
Actually, not for this activity, because remember that you have some questions and it's important that they listen carefully, but they don't see what you're describing.
Okay. And then, dear college, we have the pleasure to invite you to the annual Oktoberfest 2023, next Friday, October 27th. The location is in Salamanca Events at 5 p.m. The dress code is informal. We appreciate your confirmation to the email address octoberparty@gmail.com. We have many activities, for example, music, fireworks, light shows, food, and a lot of beer from around the world. We waiting you. Thank you.
All
Teacher,
right.
en Spanish, se me hace que alguien fue al evento.
Yeah.
Yo no.
It
Me no.
it sounds that there is like experience talking about that the events. Oh, but great
Pos-
invitation.
This
Mhm.
possibility is Hector going to fest.
No way, right? Hector's like, of course
No,
not.
no, I'm a saint. I'm a saint.
Okay, you're a saint. Okay. All right, but that sounded very interesting. I just have a question for the rest. Are you ready to answer the questions, or do you
Yes.
need to listen again? Okay,
Did
I'm assuming
Can,
they are ready.
can you
Mhm.
can repeat question, please? Sorry.
Okay, can you repeat the information?
Information. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Can you repeat the invitation one more time? Louder, please. I'm sorry. Remember, take notes, right? Take notes.
Okay.
That's-
Dear college, we have the pleasure to invite you to the annual Oktoberfest 2023 next Friday, October 27th. The location is in Salamanca Events at 5 p.m. The address code it's informal. We appreciate your confirmation to the email address octoberparty@gmail.com. We have many activities, music, fireworks, light show, food, and a lot of beer from around the world. We waiting you.
All right. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay. What is your first question, guys? Question number 1.
When will this event take a place?
Okay. When will this event take place? Okay. What is the answer? Mhm.
Salamanca?
Uh,
Where? Where? Or when?
okay. Can you repeat your question, Hector?
When will this event take a place?
Um,
It's in October.
no.
But today,
But the day?
The specific
Eh,
date?
33. No remember.
I don't remember. Okay. That's okay. Let's say like 50% is correct,
20.
right? Mhm.
27.
Sorry, Paul, I think you said something. October,
I remember it's 27th.
okay, October
27.
27th.
October 27.
Okay, is that correct, guys?
yes, 27.
Yes, it's correct. Great job, Paula. Good. She was paying attention. That was good. Okay, and what's the second question?
What activities will we have at the event?
Okay, we mentioned a lot.
Yeah, but
Okay.
with 2 is okay.
All right, 2 itself. Okay.
Is music.
Uh-huh.
One music, one activity music, and
Or you can drink.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, all the soda you can drink, right?
Yeah,
dance. No.
and music.
Yeah, live music, right? Okay. Yeah, that's right. Well, actually, after those drinks, I'm sure that some people will be dancing, but that's like an effect after that, right? Okay, but that's good.
The
That's
most
right.
important is
Uh-huh.
more beer,
Yeah,
A
exactly.
lot of beer
a lot of beer.
from around the world.
Yeah, that's right. So we have, I think that some of the activities, I couldn't write all of them. I heard just talking about beers, fireworks, live shows, and I
Food.
don't remember the word.
Food.
Food, right? Okay, great. Okay, great job, guys. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Great job. Even you included an email address, a dress
Let's
code.
go next Friday.
Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But that's a good thing. I mean, will we have that event in El Salvador, by the way, this year? Yes. I'm sorry, you're on mute, Hector. Sorry, couldn't hear.
The past weekend.
Oh, so It happened last weekend. It was the
Yeah.
last weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right now it's only in the restaurants, but the main event from Industria La Constancia, I think is yes, the past weekend.
It was the last weekend. Okay.
The last weekend, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. All right. Now, next group. Who's next?
My group, teacher.
Okay. Wonderful.
Their college received a cordial greeting from Department H. This email is from invited your party Christmas to be held on December 10th at 7 p.m. in Future Plaza. This activity relies once years. Please use your confirmation to the following number cell phone number 77876598. You have until December 5 to confirm it. Greetings, RRH.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Paula. Okay. What about the rest, guys? Are you ready or do you need to listen again?
Again, please.
Okay. So, okay. I'm sorry, Paula. Can you repeat one more time, please?
Dear coach, receive a cordial greeting from department. This email is from invited your party Christmas to be held on December 10th at 7 p.m. in Future Plaza. This activity relies once yours. Please use your confirmations to the following. Cell phone number is 7787659898. You have until December 5 to confirmations. Ratings RH.
Great. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And what is your first question for the class, Paula?
Where the activity will take place.
Where the activity will take place. Do you remember the answer, guys?
Christmas party.
No.
No, it's specifically the location. Where?
Future Plaza.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Future Plaza. Great. Okay. All right.
Next questions is when will the party take place?
The December 10th.
Yes.
December 10th. Great. Okay, great job. Okay, all right, she was paying attention. Okay, good. All right. Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. I think that I'm missing one more group. Are you ready, guys? Okay, probably they're not. Okay, well, if that's the case, the only feedback that I have, guys, it's just related to some, I mean, the pronunciation of some words. Just give me a minute. The first one that I noticed that we have some kind of confusion is the following. Hold on, just give me a minute. That's the first one that I noticed. How do you pronounce that one, guys?
Teacher, the pronunciation es como colegas, ¿verdad?
Colleague.
Colleague.
Yeah. I noticed that sometimes, or well, most of you confused that one with college, right? Like this is from the ground. But colleague, it's remember that this is related to a coworker, right? Colleague, colleague. College, yes, it's when we're talking about like an institution, right? Okay. The other word that I noticed that we have some kind of difficulties in terms of pronunciation. It was this one. Um, for some people I heard this one it's pronounced confirmation. Confirmation. And the other one, this one. This one, appreciate. Appreciate, right? We appreciate, right? We appreciate your confirmation, for example, right? We appreciate. And the other one, remember, colleague, colleague, right? Dear colleagues, right? If you're talking in plural. If it's singular, dear colleague, and that's it. All right. But that's it. I think in general you did a great job, right? Of course, there were some other things that it was necessary to modify, but in general, you're doing really good. You're communicating. I think that you're like sharing your ideas as clearly as possible, and that's the purpose, right? Okay. This is another example. I think that what I would do is the following. I will send to you the audio that I have about this invitation so that you can listen a lot the pronunciation. That's going to help you a lot, right? Because it's actually very useful that you listen as much as you can, and probably I will share this one too so that we practice a little bit more. I think that this one we will read it only just to practice a little bit. Okay, but I will divide this one in two parts. Oh, sorry, this looks terrible. It's better like this. Okay. So I'm gonna have part one and part two. So this part right here will be part one, and then we will have part two. Can you help me reading the part, the first part, Ernesto, this?
Okay, teacher, we are pleased to invite you to our upcoming first aid training organized by Class. This training event is a biannual initiative, and we are excited to have you join us for this informative and valuable session. Event details: date October 24, 2023, time 2 p.m., location Intercontinental Hotel. The training will be conducted by the renowned first aid expert, Mr. Johnny Brown. Participants will learn essential life-saving skills and gain confidence in responding to emergency situations.
To emergency situations. All right, thank you, Mr. Figueroa. Okay, that's right, thank you. All right, let's pay attention to what we're reading, guys. I have some questions after this for you. Okay, can you help me read the next part? Let's say Diana Carolina, please. This part right here.
The event will include practical demonstrations, hands-on exercise, and interactive discussion. This is fantastic opportunity to acquire
Acquire.
the knowledge and skills necessary to respond effectively during emergencies, both at home and in the workplace. First and training can make a significant difference in critical situations.
In critical situations. Thank you very much, Anna. All right. And the last part, can you help me reading that part? Let's say, yeah, I think, can you help me, Paula, please? Just the last part.
Please confirm your attendance by October 21, 2023 by responding to this calling 7042-7470. When kindly request you to arrive at the avenue a few minutes before the training begins. We look forward to welcoming you to this first aid training event and hope it will be a
Valuable?
valuable experience for you. If you have any question or need additional information, please feel free to contact us. Sincerely, Clase.
Class. Perfect. Thank you.
Clase.
All right. Okay. Great, guys. Thank you very much. Again, if you notice, this is a little bit more sophisticated. It includes more details, maybe more vocabulary, right? But that's the purpose, right, of this activity, so you acquire more vocabulary, right? And that you also understand what you're reading, right? You practice pronunciation and also how to read this kind of articles or documents. Okay, so I have some questions for you. Hopefully we can answer those questions. The first question that I have for you is the first one here. When is the first aid training scheduled? When?
And interconnect.
Prefer a
Okay, one by one. Okay, Mr. Ferrero, you go first, and then Julio, sorry.
On October 24, 2023.
Okay, October 24, 2023. All right, thank you. Do you have the same answer, Julio, or you have something different?
no teacher, I agree.
You agree, okay, good. So it seems that we are, okay, on the same page. Okay, I'm not saying right now if that is correct, okay? I will share the answers in a minute. Next question. Where will be the training be held? Where?
Hotel International International Continent, algo así.
Intercontinental
Hotel.
Intercontinental Hotel. Okay. At Intercontinental Hotel. All right, thank you. And who will be conducting the training? Who? Maybe that's a little bit difficult.
I don't remember. Not remember.
You don't remember. Okay. Okay. Don't worry, Paula. Probably the rest they might remember.
Only name, John.
I'm sorry, what was the name that you remember? Or what is the name that you remember?
John.
John. Okay. Only the first name. Okay. And what about the rest, guys? Do you remember the last name? Nope, okay. So I'm gonna leave these answers over here. And for the first one, yeah, it's scheduled on October the 24th, 2023. It will be held at the Intercontinental Hotel, right? And the answer for question number 3, it will be conducted by Johnny Brown, right? Johnny Brown. Very similar, right? We were just missing the letter Y for Johnny, right? Okay, perfect. Great job. Great job. I know it was a lot of information, but you did a great job. Okay, let me just erase this part or actually clear the drawings here so that you can actually check it. Okay, good. Now, what we're gonna do right now is this part says wonderful places in our country. You're gonna have a mini presentation, right, about this, but it's not just talking about that place. Actually, I need you to go a little bit deeper into some specific information. What we will learn today is this part. Probably you studied this before, and if you did, it will be just a questions with how, okay? This is very common that in English we use this type of question. Say how cold is Toronto in the winter? How hot is Fairbanks in the summer? How far? How big? How high? How long? How deep? So these are some questions that people they might ask you, especially when they are meeting a new place, right? Just to give you an example. How far is El Tunco Beach from, let's say, from Metro Central? Imagine. Maybe something that everybody knows. How far it is, guys? An idea?
With traffic or unless traffic?
Wonderful question. I'm not trying to sound negative, but let's assume that it's with traffic.
Teacher, what is the meaning for?
Far, it means distance, right? It's
Oh.
a long distance or short distance.
Maybe 2 hours.
Okay. 2 hours. It's about 2 hours. Okay.
Far away.
Yeah, it's really far away. Actually, it is. But I want you to pay attention here. We have some of this question. And the answer for this one?
Maybe 42 kilometers.
There you go. Okay, this is what I want to explain, guys. When people they ask us some of these questions, in terms of meaning, they will have different meanings. Like if they're asking, like, it's more related to distance, maybe in kilometers, miles, etc. And this particular answer, it was a good answer. That's why I wrote it here. It's more related about time, right? So in this case, is how long does it take, right, to get to a Tunco, right? I'm talking like how long, like probably more related to time, right? How long does it take to get, right? ¿Cuánto tiempo toma, right? How long does it take? So it's more related to time. In this case, when we say how far, it's like more about kilometers or miles in terms of distance, right? Because it's not the same if we talk about Tunco from Metro Center. Imagine if we compare it, how far is it Tunco from and Kukovic, right? There is a huge difference in that case, right? Just to give you that reference. Okay. Now we're gonna practice this, but doing the following activity. This is just to give you some examples, right? When people ask you this type of questions. The next part that I have here, it's like another explanation. And it says, we use high to describe, for example, mountains and waterfalls. How high is Mount Fuji, right? Angel Falls is 979 meters high, and we use tall to describe buildings. How tall is the Empire State Building, right? These are some other questions that probably just for curiosity people might ask you. And we might know the answer or we might Google it, right? That's possible. Now we're gonna work on this part. It says complete the questions with the phrases in the box. There's one extra phrase. So we have how big, how tall, how deep, how high, and how tall. So for this activity, I will give you maximum like 2 minutes maximum. You're gonna do this individually, and then we will discuss the options that you have, right? But I don't think that it will take like 2 minutes. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to work on this, and then I will check your answers, okay? This is gonna be very easy for you. All right, guys, so are we ready? Or you need an extra minute?
I'm ready.
All right, okay, thank you, Hector. Okay, I'm assuming that the rest is ready too. Okay. Let's find out if that's true, right? So we have the first one, how deep is Lake Baikal? What about number two? What answer do you have for number two, Rafael?
Hobbit, Hobbit,
To the question two, teacher.
Yes, question number two.
How big?
How big? Okay. I think that's what you said too, right? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you clearly. Yeah, I think so. Okay. For question two, yeah, that's right. How big, right? How big is Alaska? All right. What about number three, guys?
White, White,
I'm sorry, Julio.
Who I teacher?
Who?
Who eyes? Eyes.
Hi.
Yes, white.
Ah,
How
okay.
high? How high?
Okay,
Hot
how
eye.
high?
Yes, yes. Hot eye.
Okay, repeat that for me,
Yeah.
Julio. How
Okay. How
high?
I, teacher?
Uh, the same. Okay,
Okay. Same.
how high?
How I?
All right.
How
The thing
I?
is, you know, the thing what I notice is the following. This one, we pronounce it like
Hi.
this. Mhm.
Hi. Yes.
Okay, that's the thing. When we are putting these two words together, it's when I don't listen like this pronunciation. That's the thing. All right, but great job. Okay, thank you. How high, right? And the last one, that's easy, guys. What's the answer? Well, actually, what's the question in this case?
How tall, teacher?
Okay, how what?
How tall?
Tall or
Tall.
tall?
Tall. How
Tall. Mhm. Okay, how tall? Okay, what is this? How tall? What about the rest of you guys? Is that correct? How tall?
Yes, how tall?
How tall? Okay, that's right. How tall is the Tokyo sky tree, right? That's right. Okay, so again, these are some of the questions that we have here. And again, they are using big, high, tall, and dip. Now, in this part, I will take a screenshot about it. Okay, do you like competitions, guys? Do you consider yourself a very competitive person or not much? I believe you are, being honest with you. Nobody likes like losing. So that's why I believe that you like competitions. So let's do the following. These are some other, this is another activity. In this case, if you notice, we have the answer, but we are missing the questions. So I will give you a maximum 3 minutes to work in groups and together discuss what it should be the correct questions for these answers, right? We have 5 answers, but we don't have the questions. So I need you to discuss in groups for 3 minutes what it should be the correct question for each of these answers, right? I think, yeah, I just sent this screenshot in the chat so that you can work on this in your groups. I think that I will have, I will create again the virtual rooms so you have different classmates and work with them. So I'm gonna give you 3 minutes, right guys, 3 minutes. I'm gonna be joining the breakout rooms and I need you to discuss what should be the correct question for these answers, okay? 3 minutes running now, guys. All right, I see that some people are joining. I'm just missing some. Okay, one group is actually complete. I'm just missing, okay, there. Okay, I'm just missing one person to join the breakout room. And that will be complete. I'm gonna be joining the breakout room, one of these breakout rooms to find out if they have a question. Yeah, okay, let's make a change here. All right, there we go. All right, they are still working on this activity. So I will actually just give them like 2 more minutes to complete this activity. All right, okay, I think that they are done. I just sent them a message that I will be closing the breakout rooms. 1 minute, right? So I'm doing that right now. And since the moment that we close the breakout rooms, it takes like 60 seconds to get automatically closed. So I'm gonna wait for that. All right, I think that almost everyone is back. Yeah, everyone is back now. Okay, great. So it's time to discuss the questions that you have for this exercise. All right. What is the question that you have for number 1? Niagara Falls is 52 meters. Okay, I'm gonna pick somebody.
How high are Niagara Falls?
Okay, how high? Okay. All right, thank you. What about the rest? Do you have the same answer or you have something different? Yeah, it's how high, right? It's Niagara Falls, right? Okay, especially because Niagara Falls, remember that it's a waterfall, so that's why we use high. Great, thank you. What about number 2?
How long
Mm-hmm.
is California?
Okay, how long is California? All right, thank you. And the rest, do you have the same guys or you have something different?
I have how big is California?
All right, how big? Okay, it's California. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it should be like how big, right? It's California. All right. What about number 3, guys?
How long?
How long?
How long is Nile?
All right. How long is the Nile, right?
The Nile River.
That's right. All right, perfect. And number 4? What should be the right question?
How far is Osaka from Tokyo?
How far?
How far?
How
Okay.
far is Osaka?
Is Osaka from Tokyo? Okay, good.
Is
Mm-hmm.
how cold?
How cold? Okay. Okay. What about the rest? Do you agree, guys?
No, I not agree.
On a whole.
Mm-hmm.
With my group, we write, how hot is Mexico City in the summer?
All right. How hot? Okay. What about the rest, guys?
Yes. How hot?
That's right. How hot is Mexico City in the summer, right? Actually, part of the clue here is when it's a summer, right? And also the Fahrenheit that we have there, right? Scale. Good. All right, perfect. So these are, do you remember that we were also talking about some surprising facts, right? About some places around the world. You were even grading some examples about Salvador too. And these are some of them. Okay, great. So if you notice, guys, here, depending on the question that we have, right, or even the answer, we get an specific, or we get specific actually piece of information. How high, how big, how long, how far, how hot, right? So we can modify part of this questions depending on the type of information that we need to know. What I suggest is that probably if that's more helpful for you, to take a screenshot of this part, right? I think that I will take it for you. And then you can actually compare, right? The differences, right? Whenever you use some of these examples. All right, just give me a minute. Okay, I just sent these pictures here in the chat. If you would like to get more details or another explanation about this topic. Okay, great. Okay, now the next part that we will do, I think that we will do it individually, right? I want you to please think about one of your favorite places for El Salvador. It could be a tourist place, right? Something that most of us know. And try to Google some important details about that place, right? So, and then, right, we will discuss like two questions that you will read about that. I'm about to show you what I meant. And this production time, you're gonna have like a mini presentation about that. And you're gonna ask some questions to find out if they pay attention, right? How tall, how big, how deep, how far, etc. Right? So I imagine that you want to talk about like the famous or the most famous place here in El Salvador, which is at Tunco Beach, right? You can describe how far El Tunco Beach is from your house to that actual place, right? You can say what you can do there, what you like about going there, the benefits for some people, right, including tourists, and some other facts that you can include about your favorite place, right? I will suggest like a tourist place because we have some general knowledge. I know that probably your favorite place is your house, and that's understandable, but there's no way that we can know some information about your house, right? You cannot say like how far is my house from Tupa Beach? I'm sorry, I don't know it. So that's more complicated. That's why I'm saying a place that it's like somehow famous in El Salvador and that everyone can have an idea. Even we can Google it. or you can actually Google it if you need those details. All right. Is there any question about this? Any doubt?
No, teacher.
No, okay, wonderful. I will do this individually, so that means that everyone needs to get ready because I'll be asking you, okay, tell me what's your favorite place, and then you will start talking. And remember, describe some information. So I will be asking questions to your classmates, like, okay, how far is this place? I mean, from this place to this place, and then we will need to Google it, or based on the presentation. All right. So in that case, I will give you what? 4 minutes should be enough. 4 minutes. But if you have any question, please let me know. Right? I know it's Friday, guys. I know we're about to finish. Don't worry. This will be like the last activity.
¿Qué?
Okay, I heard somebody. I'm not sure if you have any question, guys. No? Okay. All right, if you have no idea how to start, I'm sharing here probably an example that you can find very useful, right? My favorite tourist place in our country is, and then you say what the place is. The place is, right? And then you can mention some kilometers, right? It's 15, 20, 40 kilometers from, and then you mention the place. This place is famous because, etc., etc. So you have 2 more minutes, and then I will check those examples, okay? All right, guys, so are we ready, or you need like 1 extra minute? Okay, I think that that silence means that you need like an extra minute. Okay, don't worry. Okay, in the meantime, what are your plans for this weekend, guys? I know that you're focused on what you're doing, but what are your plans for this weekend?
Sleep all day.
Okay, but just, I mean, do you rest the whole weekend or just one day?
Only the weekend.
I mean, but do you rest Saturday and Sunday or just Sunday or
No, both days.
both days? Okay. You mean sleeping both days or just one of them?
No, I need only one day to sleep.
Okay. How long is the maximum that you can sleep?
10 hours.
10 hours in a
Yeah.
row?
Yeah, in a row.
Okay.
Only wake up for a few minutes and return to sleep.
Okay. But when you say to wake up for a few minutes just to have some food and then
Nah,
continue sleeping, or
maybe the bathroom or maybe a sound for anybody, but
uh,
only in a minute when I return to Morpheus dream.
okay. Okay. I understand that, especially on Sundays.
Teacher, we
Well,
have only this weekend to send you the homeworks in classroom.
yeah, that's right. That's correct. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, it will be just this weekend. Actually, I need to check that on Sunday, right? I need to have them complete.
Okay.
Well, I need you to have them complete. How long does it usually take you to start the new course?
What, teacher?
How long does it take you to start the new course? Like a week, 2 weeks, a month,
Maybe 2 weeks. Maybe.
2 weeks. Okay,
Depends de tu clase.
okay. Yeah, I think it depends on the process because so you know that Clase works with HR from the companies. So depending on the reply, it's sometimes what it takes. Okay, but yeah, that's true. All right. And the rest, guys, almost ready? A quick question for everyone. Do you have presentations in English at work? Or not really? Okay, Hector says no.
No, only yesterday. No, today. So no, yesterday my my boss asked me about my English class, and she wants to speak a little bit with her because she she's bilingual, and
Mm,
she wants to hear my English, and I speak a little bit with her. And she's really impressed about my advance, and she told me my my English, my pronunciation is really pretty. It's a little bit pretty and sounds good.
all right,
Be,
okay, that's
be,
good.
because we have another coworker who he says in this he is in a advanced level, but
Mhm,
we don't listen listen him about speaking in English. And my boss told to him, listen, Hector is the English from Hector is really good. You never speak English you never speak English. Why? Only Hector's. Listen, it's really nice his English.
Okay, okay. I know that that made you feel proud, but the other guy, I'm sure that he was like
Yeah, but
shy
I
after
I,
that.
I really feel a little bit bad about my coworker because he never speak a lot, and
Mhm,
and maybe he don't want to speak in English in public in public.
mhm. Yeah, that happens. Sometimes people they are like sometimes they are scared of speaking, right? But
But
it's part of
but
the
I,
process.
yeah, but I told him you need to speak because if you don't speak, don't practice your English.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true. He needs to practice and also he needs to impress your boss, right? I mean, just paying attention to what you're doing, so that's
The
important.
my boss English is really nice.
That's
It's
good.
really nice.
All right. So you have somebody to practice with.
Yeah, sometimes.
All right. Okay. Perfect. That's good. Well, okay. So much time. Okay. Okay. I believe, let's see. Is there anybody ready with this activity? Or you prefer that we postpone it for this coming Monday? Actually, it's gonna be like the last class on Monday. It is actually. All right. Maybe I'm gonna ask you something different. Do you practice your English at work, guys? Do you speak with somebody? I know that Hector, he practices with his boss, but the rest you practice with a friend. Do you use an app? You know, sometimes people they use Duolingo for this, or some others.
Duolingo is the room. It's really nice.
It's funny. It's really funny. It has a lot of games. But the rest you practice with somebody, maybe a relative, a coworker. You know, now
No.
there are
Maybe I need to write with client.
oh, okay. But when you say write, it means like a letter, a physical letter, or an emails.
Emails.
Oh, okay. All right. But that's good. You're in touch with the language too.
Mm,
Not much.
Co-
Okay.
Congratulations, Hector. Congratulations.
Thank you, Julia.
In my case, it's very different. I have friends in my colonia, but they, perdón, she speaking English, but I try speak English and I don't know. Oh my God, what happened? My name is black. Oh my God. Uh, I know the different word, but in the moment my main block. Oh my, uh, um, my listen block. I don't know what happened. I feel it, I feel fear for for speaking English.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, teacher. I don't know. I need
You
speaking
only
English.
need to concentrate.
Mhm.
Is
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, that's what I can tell you. Try to concentrate, create some scenarios in your mind, right, about conversations that you want to have with people, and then you create some possible answers, right? Of course, you won't have all of them, but try to have the vocabulary for some possible answers, right? That's going to help you a lot. I'm planning to have a lot of speaking on Monday, right? So get ready for some speaking, but it's important that you speak, guys. I know that sometimes you are like scared, right? I'm not saying afraid, actually scared speaking, but try to do it. This is the best way that you can improve, right? But in general, I know that you try, and that's the idea, right? Okay, I'm sorry that I took some extra minutes, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's Friday, your body knows it, you're tired. So it's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you for being in class. Complete this activity. I will check it out on Monday. But thank you, guys. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, teacher. Have a
Thank
good night.
you.
Nice
Good
weekend.
Bye, teacher.
You too. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.